right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Down. Green the line.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one is incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Down. Black 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
On first down, Wilkins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2 attempts, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilkins, flush to his right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd down, it's Sherman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 74 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And they'll run it here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third, Watson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Richmond.
Watson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. Stiff up, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Green the line! Green the line!
They go play action here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Target! Green the line!
And on the ground they go with the running back. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on second is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He's to the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Wilkins buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilkins. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilkins. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his second. Touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's White. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Watson now on second down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch took them 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the... And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now White on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So we've an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This one taken from the 7. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
First down.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Wilkins. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilkins forced out to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Wilkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 49 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
A good pickup there at 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Blinks into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Off-play action. Wilkins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Gordon on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down. Wilkins throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So on third and goal, Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 4th down, Wilkins got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Watson, and that is incomplete here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? Right? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when you do.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Wilkins, he'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilkins going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Watson, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with the ground attack here.
All right, now look at 56.
Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Wilkins steps away to his left. Time for a break. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
All right, here we go.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake. Wilkins. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
On the return, here's White. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again. Morrow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone. Blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Holding, offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Looking to throw. Morrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw. Morrow. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on third down. Morrow. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
All right, here we go. Green.
To throw on second down. Morrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. That time a 9-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off-play action. Wilkins. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the roof and attack. I hit this bar and the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Heavy lay, waist snatch, back, shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Sideways, sideways.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is one do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a, I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body.